So, got a returning character from One Piece, though interesting enough, it was delivered without its own box. Don't know if the studio chose to do that, or if it's from the store I bought it from did. But the figure wasn't damaged, so it's not that important. The character is Straw Hat Luffy, made by Aipaca Studio, having him in his Onigashima raid outfit. First thing to check out, and something I didn't even know was included, it's a wanted poster of Luffy, and it has a picture of the statue it was based on, having his 1.5 billion bounty after the whole Cake Island arc, with hockey effect pieces sparking around it. Next is a simple rock ground for the base. Luffy's arm coated in hockey, love the coloring done on it. And a purple sash. Next are all the red lightning effect pieces, this being the hockey that Luffy was practicing during Wano, specifically Advanced Armament, and then trying to master Conqueror's coding during his fight against Kaido. These pieces are my favorite part of the statue, however it was also the most difficult to put on. Now for the main body itself, I really like how the face expression turned out and how the hair was sculpted, along with the pose he is in. However, I didn't really like the texture given to the clothing, and the black coat could have been done better in my opinion. The statue needs to be connected to the base through both of the feet. And the hand is connected through a magnet. Next are the effect pieces. Some are placed on the ground and the rest goes on a hand, specifically on the wrist, but it took me quite a long time to figure out since I didn't know the pieces were supposed to be positioned, so I had to do this off screen, but it looks cool how it turned out. The statue from the base to the head is roughly 9 inches in height, and up to the effect pieces is roughly around 9.5 inches. Here's the completed statue. As a product costed me 118 USD, with the shipping being $55. This has been one of those rare times where I expected the statue to be better than what I got, but it's still pretty good nonetheless. I just wanted another Luffy without displaying any gears and one focusing on his haki, as the statue captures pretty nicely. I do feel like my main problem with the statue is the texture given to the clothing, but everything else is pretty good. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the first time Luffy wears a coat over himself in canon, meaning this excludes movies and any other anime only episodes. So it was cool to see Luffy feeling more like a captain during the Onigashima raid, and to see his massive growth during the arc was a sight to see. Discovering more about haki is always interesting to learn in a story, how observation can feel the presence or strength of others, feel one's emotions or predicting one's actions. Then discovering the advanced version would be to see the future, while armament haki can augment one's power and resilience, and its advanced version can cause emission impacts similar to what Sentomaru does, or cause eternal damage, which was shown in Wano. So seeing Luffy learn these powers was amazing to see, and even when he begins to code himself in Conqueror's haki was such a feat, because now it feels like Luffy is reaching that Pirate King level, after following this story for so many years. Luffy finally doing the sky split attack was such a milestone, because only people on a level of Emperor and higher are shown to accomplish this, meaning Luffy is finally at a level to compete with such legends. And here's a quick comparison to another Luffy statue I bought, but I never made a video about. It's the statue made by LX Studio. and a close-up shot if they want to poster. That's pretty much it for this statue. I think the statue came out decent. I think my biggest gripe was the coat could have looked better, but at least the effect pieces makes up for it. I do keep up with the manga weekly, and I can't wait to see what else Luffy accomplishes as the story is nearing its end, and to figure out his true dream after he becomes a Pirate King. Also, can't wait to see how an interaction between Luffy and Dragon will look like. But until then, see you for the next one.
Tenga wareta!